Hello everyone and welcome to the basics, though it gets kind of in depth, the basics of combat in Kenshi. This tutorial is going to be broken down into a few separate pieces. First, we have combat related stats. Second is types of weapons and their strong suits. Third off, health and KO points. And last but not least, attack strategies for a solo. If you already understand some of these concepts, be sure to check out the comments section for timestamps to the others. Alrighty, let's get into stats then, shall we? So what you're going to want to do is come down here under your running man and hit STA, or a little shortcut is C on your keyboard. And this is going to open up your character's stats panel. Now I won't be going too in depth about each of these stats today, only information relevant to combat. First off is strength. Strength dictates how fast you can attack with heavy weapons and how hard you hit when fighting barehanded. Toughness dictates how much damage is negated. It also plays a part in your martial arts damage. Somehow, I don't know, but it's there. How long you're knocked out for, how easily, or rather how long your points can drop before passing out. And when I say points, that's like your durability of each body part. Don't worry, we'll get to that. And finally, how much damage it takes to stagger you. Alright, if you're curious what staggering looks like, this is it. Is where you get hit by an enemy and you kind of go, oh, oh, and you start waving around like you don't know what's happening to you. That right there is staggering. Dexterity dictates how fast you can attack and block, how much damage a cutting type weapon deals, and then how fast you shoot and reload a crossbow. Perception dictates how accurately and how far you can shoot stationary or moving targets individually with a ranged weapon, such as a crossbow. Alright, now that we are out of the thick of it, there are your weapon skills, which essentially affect how effective you are with each individual weapon class. Then there's your combat skills. Melee attack dictates how often you land a hit on enemies and how easily they're blocked by them. Melee defense goes without saying, but your chance of blocking an attack on you. Dodge, the same as defense, however, this is important because it is only trained when you are unarmed, and it helps dodge attacks when both unarmed and stumbling, which I just showed you. Don't worry, I'll get to martial arts here in a bit. Now, thievery can play a large role in combat, but to try and keep this relatively short, we'll save that for another video. With stats or skills out of the way, we're on to weapon types, which we sort of covered when talking about stats, but you have your katanas, sabers, hackers, heavy weapons, blunt weapons, polearms, and your bare hands. Something to keep in mind when picking out your weapon is it physically has to make contact for damage to be dealt. It's not just a range and a percentage thing. In this animation, when they swing for me, it has to hit my character for it to deal damage. See right there, it went right past my head, didn't take any damage. So that's definitely something you want to keep in mind. Of course, if you're more of a ranger type, there's also your crossbows, which require ammunition. Now, they're strong suits. Katanas are amazing for cutting damage, and they're relatively lightweight, which is important when you're a fragile freshie. When you attack with them, it's a 2-hit combo, which is good for damage, but leaves you vulnerable for longer. Sabers are somewhat on the other end of the spectrum, however, still greatly into cutting damage and play into a more defensive style, even giving you an attack penalty. However, they do give you a defense bonus, and their attacks leave you with less openings, so it does try to make up for it. Hackers are a mix of cutting and blunt damage, and are great for taking out armored people. Heavy weapons, for those who want a cloudbuster sword, swing a lot slower than any other weapon, but do a lot more damage. These are great for hitting multiple people and dealing blunt damage. Do keep in mind though, you will need to train your strength stat to wield it properly. We're almost done. Polearms, which are extremely fast and have very good reach. They're great for taking on animals, but suffer a penalty when used indoors because they are so long. They primarily deal cutting damage and also give you an attack bonus. And finally, your fists, where your only choice of an upgrade is getting your arm cut off in battle and buying a robotic limb. You have a bonus to your attack when fighting indoors and can unlock new attacks when leveling up your martial arts stat and even increase your chances of not getting blocked when attacking. Aside from that, there's not much to be said about them. Health and KO points. In Kenshi, each of your body parts has a health bar, and if you check your toughness, you will see your KO point. If any of your body parts reaches that number, you immediately pass out. If any of those body parts gets to -100, they fall off, at which point you will need a robotic replacement and have an attack penalty. Aside from maintaining your peak form, keep your eye on your blood level, as if that drops below 0, you also pass out. Make sure to always have a basic first aid kit on you if you're some form of human, or a skeleton repair kit if you're a skeleton, aka robot, as once you've taken damage you must repair your wound to stop them from worsening, and then sleep so that they properly heal. Now, what you have all been waiting for, solo attack strategies. First, I highly recommend you run around for a while to get your athletics skill up, as you'll be running away for most of your playthrough, and it's important that you can run away faster than them. If possible, make some money and join the Thieves Guild, as they have training dummies to get your stats up to a reasonable level without hurting yourself. Now that that's settled, let's begin with the most well-renowned technique, tag, but somehow, I'm it. Really, you want to have a team, not even to go into a fight together, but to have some guy hidden in the back line somewhere safe that can come pick up your unconscious body and bring it back to civilization. However, if you're a solo, here's how you play tag. So first up, you want to find your victims and taunt them. Not kidding, I'm kidding, don't actually taunt them. You can just go like that and attack unprovoked, or better yet, you can get in some good old XP, walk around here, level up your stealth, or better yet, try and knock him out. Everything goes wrong, they wake up. Alright, unsneak and run away. Thus, tag has begun. And we're going. And I'm very hurt, but this is how the game goes. I think I was bargaining. Okay, I might have save scummed, but it's for the sake of the tutorial, okay? I just bit off a little more than I could chew. Alright, number 1 rule of Kenshi, learn from your mistakes. Don't sneak into a fight that you can't sneak away from. I don't know, take something from it. But so we're gonna attack them, we're gonna get them interested in us, and we're gonna run. So, when playing tag, you'll notice that they are really fast if you didn't level up your athletics. So here's how you cheese the game. To cancel an action, you press R. If you press R, it cancels your current goal or whatever, like goal. If I hit R, aimless. So what we do is we mess with the AI's little brain. We say I'm running by constantly holding right click, we're constantly setting the move order, and we tap R. And what that does is whenever they're close, they're like, oh, he's gonna stop, let's swing at him. But I don't stop, I prank them. And so I just keep tapping R, and I slowly lure them back into town. Beautiful, ain't it? Oh, but you gotta be careful though, they lose interest. Sometimes you gotta be like, hey, I still want you. And sometimes they don't want you back apparently. That's really weird. Oh, okay, even better, now I only have 2 of them. Never mind, I have 3. But this is great, now I lost the archers. So now I'm just gonna take these guys back into town and go into some zone where I'm either neutral or preferably friendly with them, like the bar. So see, if I enter the bar, they don't know we're playing the game tag. They just see these guys who are angry at me. So what do? What every normal person would do, beat the crap out of them. Sometimes their AI, oh, okay, good, beautiful. So see, this guy's already coming to help me. Sometimes their AI will be a little funky and you will have to try and wiggle them into the bar, and they will lose interest in you because you broke line of sight, and you'll have to target them again, run back into the bar, and you kind of just have to keep doing that until you get one of them to step foot inside that door, and then everyone will surely be angry at them. But right now, I already have this guy coming to attack the troublemakers. See, I'm just an innocent dude running away. I did nothing wrong. And so what I want to do here is get all of them off of me, preferably, so I don't die. There we go. These guys are coming in to help me now. And now it's my time to strike. While everyone's distracted, I go in and I get a few cheap shots. Yeah, ping pong. And that's how you do it. See, these guys are nutty. You just 2v1'd and won, right? That's insane. And now you do it again, baby. You do it again. Or better yet, you have a new weapon now. Of course, I picked one up before, but you have a new weapon now. Don't forget to bandage up your boo-boos and get you some good little Betty Bye rest time. There's one main thing that I kind of didn't go over in this video, and I'll probably make a more dedicated thing to weapons and armor. But that is like the individual stats of a weapon and how they have different qualities or manufacturers. And that plays a role into how good they are. Like that sword before you might have seen was a bit more rusty, and this one's a bit cleaner. And that is because of their model. You see their model, # rusted junk, model # rusting blade. So it is slightly better, and you'll notice its stats are also slightly higher. Anyways, I think that about wraps it up for this one. I hope you all found something useful out of this. I tried my hardest to make this look beautiful for you all. Merry Christmas, God bless, and good night.